Welcome back to the channel, everyone. As promised last time, we're going to open our pack and see if it has anything for us, and then continue on with the road climb. Let's go. I like Tiger. I think I already took a Tiger out of this deck. Let's have a look quickly. I don't think we'll be making any alterations, although I could be wrong. Let's just... Sorry. Yes. This is sort of rubbish. I'm tempted to disenchant this, but... Yeah, hard to say. Hard to say. Let's leave it for now. It's not going to be worth that much dust anyway. Okay, so we have our 5 drops. Tiger, Shadowpan. I don't actually think I want to replace the Shadowpan with another Tiger. Actually, I probably want to... in terms of 5 drops... Probably want to get rid of the Tiger and replace it with a Drake. Now, having said that, a golden Tiger will give me 50 dust, which allows me to too complicated. Let's just leave it. Let's just leave it. We'll come back to it later. Yeah. All right. Let's just keep climbing. So we're on 17 3 stars. Let's go. So the League of Explorers is taking a break. I'll put a link in the show notes, but you guys should be able to see that just when you log in, just in the Battle.net client. I wonder why. Now, I had gotten the feeling that they rushed it out. Let me do this first. This is quite useful against creepers and mad scientists, so I will actually keep the Exorcist here. So I definitely had the feeling that they rushed out the League of Explorers as quickly as possible, like as soon as humanly possible after BlizzCon, because they announced it at BlizzCon. Job's done. And I'll put a link to the show notes to the BlizzCon announcement. And basically they said, welcome to BlizzCon, League of Explorers, coming out next week. That was like, oh my god, everyone lost their minds. But it made a lot of sense, because if you're going to announce paid content, and obviously Blizzard wants to make money from this game, if you're going to announce paid content, and the gold cost is actually quite imbalanced compared to how much you pay with money, I think Blizzard, the design strategy behind... Okay. I'm just going to weapon up. Given that I want to have an OP Exorcist. It might be a little slow, but, you know, I could always use this as a combo. It's not that bad. This... I want to leave the little guy alive, so I can get a 3 for a 3/4 taunt. That's pretty strong. Anyway, yeah, so obviously Blizzard... I mean, Blizzard intends to make money off all of their content. See Overwatch. And I'll put a link in the show notes as well. Just, I'll try and stop saying that. It's probably annoying. Overwatch changing to paid model. Paid full game model. I'll swing first to check for traps. It's a bear. That's okay, because this challenges both the bear and the scientist. Excellent. So Overwatch changed to a paid full game mod. So they decided, previously Overwatch was marketed by Blizzard as free-to-play. You know, much like something like League of Legends. Free-to-play, but they changed their mind. I wonder why they changed their mind. It's hard to say. Fan. I'm still quite far behind, that's the problem. I think I just developed this. He's probably just going to keep going face. I think the greedy Exorcist play might have cost me there. Yeah, because this would have allowed me to... dig for some backstab. Yeah, hard to say, hard to say. So still gonna go face. It's okay. That's okay. Is this... If this is a freezing, what do I do? I don't know. Yeah, it's a freezing. It's gonna be difficult to deal with. My fan? Weapon South Sea. Oh, I can deal with the bear weapon South Sea. Okay, that's better. That's a better play. I probably should have done weapon South Sea first. Yeah, I was thinking a little bit too much about what I was saying rather than the play. Much better for the South Sea to be bounced via the freezing trap. This is almost unplayable, although it's not too bad. I mean, it gives me reach, but hunters are always keen to get you as low as possible, as soon as possible. So this will be an awkward play turn 6 or, you know, after, because I'll probably be dead. Okay, I wonder what that pulled out. So there was already a freezing, a bear. Could this be an explosive? Because this is not an intentionally played card. Oh, it's always the pig. Yeah, I think we're done. I think we're done. I don't think I can come back from piggy pigness. Well, having said that.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's the explosive. You run one of each. That's fine. I will eviscerate the pig, because I'm just going to have to eviscerate the pig. No qualms about. Don't have any qualms about when you're up against hunters and zoos and stuff, and they have a key minion on the board. Have, like, you know, sometimes you might think it. You might want to feel bad about having an uncomboed eviscerate, but it's still 2 to deal 2, and it's like, you know, it's not great, but it's still pretty good. Okay, so this is going to take me down, take down the loot hoarder, but I can still pick up a backstab, so that's not. And the worst comes to worst, I can fan hit, but I prefer not to. Okay, no pig. That's good. No pig. Auto Barber will get me there. Senjin will get me there. I can go Auto Barber Senjin. Auto Barber Senjin, take 5. That's tough. That's a tough sell. Do I leave this up? If I clear this, I could go fan, Auto Barber, leave it up. It's tough. I can go Auto Barber, Shadow Pan, and be really aggressive. But I'm probably, yeah, let's just be aggressive. Bugger it. I'm dead anyway. I'm pretty much dead anyway. Yeah, I'm dead. Didn't even count the thing. Yeah, tough start. But you know, them's the breaks. It's going to happen. Especially since we talked about yesterday, this is after school time in the East Coast. So our little boys are coming home and playing Face Hunter. How proud we are of them all. So what do you guys think of Overwatch becoming a paid model? I think it's fair. It looks like, I mean, I haven't got, I'm not one of the lucky ones to get a beta key or beta access. And actually, I've actually been purposely staying away from watching any content. I don't want to spoil myself. I want to experience the game fresh-faced. You know, I want to go into it and not have any expectations, and be able to and not have anyone else's saltiness in my ear. None of that. I just want to go into the game fresh-faced and see what I think about it. And I will be playing it, and I will attempt to do some videos on it. My PC, my gaming rig, if you could call it that, probably can't stand up to the punishment of something like Overwatch and streaming. I mean, not streaming and capture. So we will have to see. Yeah, but I mean, it's fair enough that it's become a paid game, and you know, they changed the model so you get all the. I think you get all the heroes or something like that. I haven't researched it. But I'll put a link in the show notes. You know, you guys can find it there. I think it's fair enough. I think, though, that it's... I'm sure it's got nothing to do with the design team. It's got more to do with... Okay. I still want to play this, because I can clear it with backstab. Okay, that's not what it is. Let's see what it is. Okay. I think it's something Death Rattle related or spell related. Okay, I mean, it's clear that the design team did tons of work, and the balancing team, all of that, so on and so forth. Is this something Death Rattle related? I'm sensing it is. Good thing we get to develop our Dark Iron buddy. And clear this. It's a pretty good Death Rattle. Effigy into... Wow, that's nice. That is nice. I'm sure it was more of a upper management decision, like the people who count the beans and want to make sure that things tick over at Blizzard. And obviously there's a place for those people. And obviously it was also an upper management decision to make this game free to play, because, you know, if you're a developer, they just tell you, okay, make this sort of game, you know, like you probably came up with the concept, and then the upper management decide, how are we going to monetize this? How are we going to make money out of this? And then they go, oh yeah, free to play. Look at League of Legends. Look at Heroes of the Storm. Free to play all the way. And then they change their minds for whatever reason. You know, I'm not gonna mind read them and say that they changed their minds for a good or a bad reason. But it's a little inconsistent, I feel, to the consumer. You shouldn't tout your game as free to play, because there was a fair amount of marketing beforehand that touted the game as free to play. Oh, good play. I can still deal with the Starlug. Do I want, actually, I'm in an awkward position. Do I deal with the Starlug? Is it Starlug? Yeah, do I deal with the Starlug? You always get confused between it and the Fugin. Do I deal with the Starlug, or do I deal with the Flame Waker? And I think I deal with the Starlug. Okay, didn't get blocked, so that's pretty good. Is it a second effigy? That would be tough. That's fine. Mirror Entity on a South Sea deckhand. I will take that every single day. Although I may have fallen too far behind, just in terms of tempo, to be able to crawl back out of this. Say he does 2 fireballs to my face. That's 12 damage, plus 4 pings, which is 16 damage, and then ping to the face. Obviously, he doesn't have the mana. I wasn't counting the mana, but that's what a tempo mage can do with Flame Wanker. Yes, that's not unintentional. Flame Wanker on the board. I think it's a little strong. I think this guy's a little strong. Let's draw. Let's draw and see what we can find. I do really want to get. No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Yeah, I think we're done. Yeah, facing some tough competition. So I'm dead to Fireball. Probably very close to dead to a Frostbolt. Do I want to put more life gain in this deck? And we got Dr. Boom. Good one. You managed to craft Dr. Boom. I'll see if I lose another game to tempo-based, health takedown sort of based. Yeah, my hand is really slow. And we're not going to survive. Yes, we're done. We're done. Okay, good thing. That's fine. Another loss. Always seems that way, you know? We climb a bit and then we fall. We climb and then we fall. And then we climb and then we fall. Let's try one more game. If it's more Face Hunter Tempo Mage, I'll seriously consider putting in some more heal. I know we have the Earthen Ring, I think. I know we have the Earthen Ring. But we may need, since I have so many weapons, like I have Deadly, I have Assassins, I have Goblin Auto Barber. I have a number of weapon enabling minions and cards, which means I'll be spending a lot of my health, which means having a bit of extra health can be really useful. Okay, come on. Let's see what this is.
You asked for it. Watch back.
Okay, this is fine. Keep it valiant. I have to think about the life gain. Okay. Force them to ping. No, I skip turn. I don't play this. This Buccaneer is a great turn 3 play. Buccaneer into weapon up gives you a 2/1 plus a 2/2 weapon, which is really powerful. I do this because the opponent can't ping it down. It'll cost my opponent a flame cannon, which is quite precious. And now this will cost my opponent a ping if they decide to clear it. And it's always good actually to get your opposing mage to ping on an awkward turn, such as a turn 3. Like ask them to ping, because then it makes their turn really, really awkward. Okay. I do want to clear this because I think it can do a lot of troubling things to me. And I'll develop the deckhand because it is less precious in this mode, in this matchup, I feel, than the Buccaneer. The Buccaneer synergizes with Blade Flurry, synergizes with Assassin's Blade. It synergizes with so many things, whereas this thing synergizes with oil, and I'm not going to be getting oil and going face right now. That's not realistic. That's very good.
Here we go.
Given that I have picked up a Blade Flurry, I will weapon Auto Barber, save the Buccaneer until I spend this weapon, Save the Buccaneer until I pick up an Assassin's Blade or something, or some such. I think I only have Assassin's Blade in this deck. Mr. Bearcat, interesting. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. 3, 3. I think I put out the weak taunt to draw out removal. I don't think this mage deck will have any sort of any real sort of death rattles. Perhaps Mad Scientists, but I think I would have seen them. You spent a sheep? Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that every day of the week. You spent a whole turn sheeping and pinging a little exorcist. I will take that every day of the week. Because now we have another thing. Yeah. Do I swing? Do I swing? If I swing, I get to weapon up. But I'm probably going to weapon up next turn anyway. I'll hold it. Yeah, a little awkward of a turn. I'm missing my mid game where my Shadow Pans and my what's it faces. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Could be problematic, however, if this deck has an Antonidas in it. Okay, that's fine. I was okay. Fan, yes, that's fine. You're gonna get you're gonna get a ton of spare parts, but this may effigy into something scary. Okay, luckily it didn't. Turn 8. What's my turn 8? Turn 8's gonna be Earthen Ring Tiger. Yeah, I'll develop this. Is this a mirror? Yeah, mirror entity's fine. I'll lose this to ping, but I just need to hold on because I have a strong late game. Oh my gosh. Rank 17 infinite fireballs. Yeah, okay. I've made my decision. I'm gonna add in some more life gain. Why didn't you fireball me? Well, actually, we haven't lost yet, so let's see what happens. It looks like I'm just going to get repeatedly fireballed to the face. Yeah. It's going to be tough. Yeah. I don't think there's much I could have done to play around the Archmage Dream anyway. Like, you know, you get you know, 2 finicky cloak fields into an Archmage. You know, that's like, hey, well played, you know. You got what you needed. Not gonna happen right now, I think. I can't burst it down. No, we're done. Wow, it's history repeats. What can I say? At least I don't think we've dropped completely down to 18. Alright. I wanna have a look at the deck and see if it needs anything. I'm feeling my mid game is a little awkward, but there's 3 5-drops. Do I want another 5-drop? What do I lose for another 5-drop? Little Exorcist isn't doing great. I could consider a second Earthen Ring if I have it, which I don't. Why did I lose that game? I lost that game because he got a Mech Bear Cat, and I had to give him 3 or 4 spare parts into an Antonidas. So I don't think there's much I could have done there, because it's not like Mech Bear Cat is a mage card. All right, let's just re-queue. Actually, I'll think about this a little bit further during the day. Let's re-queue. Anyway, moving on. So, what do you guys think about the Overwatch change in business model? You know, shifting from a free-to-play model, quote-unquote free-to-play model, to a paid model. I think, yeah, like I said, my thoughts before were, I think it's fair. I think there's a lot of work that's gone in there, and I think they should be able to monetize what they want to monetize. And plus, if you go all in on the free-to-play, I think it encourages a certain type of player base, and you don't need me to tell you what sort of player base League of Legends has. Even what sort of player base
The pressure is mine.
Hearthstone has. I mean, you know, good play. I like that. Instead of coin guy, yeah, that's a good play. I would have done that too. Yeah, like free to play. I believe free to play games, their player base is generally, well, I mean, you know, they don't have no one. The players either A, don't want to spend the money or don't have the money to spend on the game. So I think they tend to be younger. They tend to be less mature. I'm not saying that's everybody. I'm not saying a blanket. You know, oh, everyone who plays free to play, because you know you could say that about me. Then this is a free to play game. I haven't spent any resources on this. You could very easily so. From what I found, at least I used to play a certain amount of League, and anyone who's played even maybe like 3-4 games of League knows what I'm talking about. I eviscerate hit. I think I'd like to eviscerate hit. I can just that's much better. Deadly comes to the rescue. Our hand actually fills out better than non-optimally or not at all. Although these two are a little awkward. I'm not happy with these two. But we have fan to draw into something. We have eviscerate to deal with things. It's fine. We get there. If you played any number of games of League, you probably know what I'm talking about. Hell, if you've been onto the League Reddit, yeah? Link in the show notes. Visit the League Reddit. And you tell me what sort of player base. What sort of player base is there? I'm not going to tell you. You go have a look. And you come back and tell me what sort of player base tends to inhabit League. And I'm not saying free-to-play Overwatch will be the same. My concern, I think Blizzard's concern was that it may well be. Okay, yeah, Nomish is great. Nomish, if you can pull out a backstab, I would be eternally grateful. Not so grateful, but you know, still good. This will be handy next turn. Fan into Undercity allows me to challenge a lot of things. Yeah, so go visit the League Reddit. And you know, I believe Reddit's already a community aware of people who need to be a little bit computer savvy and so on and so forth. But that doesn't say too much about their level of maturity. Okay. That's painful, but what sort of you're racing. It's like a burn druid with a little bit of ramp, and you probably got double force sav. I'm gonna need to find a taunt. See, at this point, if it wasn't a boulder, if it was a Sun Fury, not Sun Fury, sorry, a Sunwalker, this would be so much better. But with this thing sitting there, and I'm guessing, I just have to develop. I might be dead to just burn, but you know, what are you gonna do about it? With this thing sitting there, this is the perfect follow-up to double force sav. Yeah, so what is this now? 7 drop. Ancient. Oh, okay, Dr. Balanced. That's fine. What is my answer? MCT. I'm gonna need an MCT. I'm gonna need an MCT. I can sap. That works. I can sap. Do I eviscerate? Can I still afford to play defensively? I think I have to set up a big board and go for some. I need to hope for oil to come into my hand, and I need to hope for, because oil flurry, something like that is really the rogue's way of finishing. You gotta just replay the boom. That's fine. I can handle it. I wasn't gonna win if I just left the boom up. That's okay. Okay, worst comes to worst. Yeah, this can work.
Here we go.
Okay, I'll do this.
Here we go.
I'm gonna be slowed down, very much so slowed down. And I might actually just be dead from the 3 boom bots. Ooh, that's pretty good. 2 of them, that just hit me for 2. That's okay. That's not too bad. But then again, we get to rank. We get to turn 8, and probably, you know, innovate force sav. Yeah. Is this it? Yeah, it's a burn. Yeah, we're done. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Hyper aggressive. And I think I have enough evidence that this sort of after school time is hyper aggressive. And I will put in some more. I'll do one more game, but I'll trade in. Let's find some life game. Restore. Refreshment actually could be pretty good. Shredder does some things. Darkiron does some things also. I'm not a fan. I used to be a fan of refreshment, but it slows down the game a little too much. Because my game plan is also to burn you eventually, and if your opponent has 4 more health, it becomes problematic. I think I take out something and just put in. Is the Kraken too slow? I don't think the Kraken is too slow. I think the Force Tank might be too slow. So I want to lose the Force Tank and put in the heal bot. Because I'm not getting to play my Force Tank anyway. And I'm rarely getting to play my Kraken. But I'll play the Kraken more often than the... Actually, do I take out the Boulder? Let's have a look. Yeah, I could. Nah, the Boulder's quicker. The Boulder's quicker than the Force Tank, and plus it's out of BGH range. Force Tank is just asking to be BGH, and I don't have anything else in this deck that asks for the BGH. Okay, so I will do a quick deck update. So, excuse me while I disappear into the void. All right, I've returned, and we are going to queue up for one more game. I think. Yeah, it's just a little disappointing to lose 3 games in a row. Did I record a loss? I don't remember. You guys tell me. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, it's just a little disappointing to lose 3 games in a row. You know, it's understandable. It's very fast meta. You run into basically three face decks, and you know, one of them gets Antonidas, Mech Bear, Cat. And it's difficult for you to clear the Mech Bear Cat. The other one's just Face Hunter. Face Hunter is generally favored against Rogue, especially a weapon, a Rogue that uses its weapon quite liberally. And what was that most recent? Druid, yeah, Druid with double force stab. You know, what are you gonna do? You know, you just gotta take those losses on the chin. And now we have a Dragon Priest. Interesting. I can coin out Earthen Ring to challenge this thing. Depends. If this is a full Dragon Priest list, I'm going to have some trouble, I feel. But let's wait and see. I'm not going to... Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm feeling a full Dragon Priest list. Okay. This works. This works. And it's quite resource expensive. But it's very important for me to keep these guys... It's always important to keep a priest board clear because of the potential of Valens, potential of Powered Shield, and just heal in general. It's very powerful. And Valens on this thing is much more dangerous than Valens on that thing. Because it... Yeah, so you're going to skip that. That's fine. Hit. Do I hit? Or do I use this to hit? Or do I... I think I developed the Horse Rider because it's not challenged by the cultist. Oh, whereas this thing is challenged by the cultist. It's a cultist, yeah. I want to use this. I want to get more value from this. So, are you going to heal the cultist? I'm very happy to give. Oh no. So you're going to heal the cultist. That's okay. Okay. I think I weapon up. Yeah, I clear the whelp. Get the freebie on the whelp. And build a 3/3. Like, this is basically the same as Earthen Ring, but less flexible at this point. And I can't just hold it. You have to play the tempo game. If you fall behind in the tempo game against a priest, you're just going to die. Yeah, and we may still die. Looks like there's a lot of stiff competition at this point. I think I have to... I can't... This isn't going to do anything for me. I think I have to throw this down.
Here we go.
And hope for the best. Is the Kraken also too slow? Let me note that down. Is the Kraken also too slow? I don't know. I have to think about it. What would I replace? Yeah, what would I replace it with? This is a full. This is a full like I got a lot of Doe Dragon Priest list. There's not much I can do about it. I think I have to fad for something. Otherwise the game's over. The game's basically over anyway. Yeah, we're done. Well, how much damage? It's 11. I can heal up. Still going to be very problematic to come back into it. I'll stay in it just to see what else is in this deck. Sometimes, even though you've lost, you'll see the tournament opponents. You'd see tournament players stay in it just to see what's in the deck, just to gain a little bit of a better understanding. Yeah. So this is turn 5, double Blackwing. Like the consecutive Blackwing Corruptors in hand is really problematic for my deck, and there's not much I can do about it at the moment. Yeah, and the Ogre. Let's just see. Ogre is slow. Ogre. I think actually Ogre is the first thing to go. The Kraken has its place, I feel, because of the really powerful battle cry, but the Ogre is just vanilla, doesn't do anything. Yeah, okay. I think I need to find a replacement for Ogre. And that's probably Sunwalker. Or an Argent Commander. I'll think about it. I think Argent can do some work as well, but Sunwalker is quite defensive. You can count it sort of as life gain. I'll think about it. Yeah, we're having a lot of trouble climbing past this 17 this 17 thing. Yeah. Let me see if we can find any. Let me see if we can find any common cards that I would replace. It's common 6-drops that I would replace. Frosty, yeah, Frosty's okay, but it's not something that I would actually use. I see that's one of the issues with playing budget, I feel. Your late game is quite severely impaired unless you can drop some dust onto rares. And that's what I'm like realizing that now. There are no 7-drop rares? Are you serious? No. That's just me being silly. Commons, yeah. Yeah, your late game is like what? This is the only rare you're gonna give me? Are you serious? Ravenhold Assassin turned a 7-drop with 5 health. I mean, it has its place, but come on, man. This is good, so I will consider this. This is very Master Juster. I think it's a little too inconsistent, but Sunwalker is great. I think next on my list. I think actually, yep, Sunwalker Craft. And you know why Sunwalker is also good? It's she's a great target for oil also, because she comes down onto the board, she's very sticky, and then if you set up for the next turn, you can combo oil onto her, and then that's a great game ender. So she's both defensive and offensive. So I'm going to craft the Sunwalker as soon as I can. See how I go. Okay. Well, apologies guys for how poorly the games went today. But I'd like to think that at least we talked about some things and we learned about some things. So thanks in advance for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I do this for the love, so any gesture of appreciation you guys means a lot to me. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day, and this is No Dust signing off.